I'm here with another exciting episode, another exciting show, another exciting pod. Hey, yo, listen, I want to say thanks to everybody for supporting this channel called the X League of Extraordinaires. Yo, I go by the name of the new league. I got Resident Gamer Zero coming back from being down from a lost loved one, man. We want to say we're glad to have you back, man. We understand. Yo, we were with you, my brother. We keep you in thoughts and our prayers, man. I got my man Metroplex from Canada in the building today. Spar 117 is still down with a fever. Realist one might be able to join us, and Game Trainers might be joining us later on. Also, RoboDick might be able to show up, but they will crash if they need to. And the Xbox brand. But we're not going to wait. We're going to get moving because I have some great news today. And I hope that each and every one of y'all are ready for this great news. If you're an Xbox fan, this show is definitely going to be for you. If you're a real fan, yo, this show is definitely going to be for you. Thanks to everybody that's international that makes us international. God bless y'all. Everybody stay safe. Here we go. Another one. Let's go, people. You know, every now and then, right? Every now and then, every now and then, every now and then, we go and we dig up some treasures and you find these rare jewels of information. And what I was reading was literally blowing my mind away. It makes me second guess everything that Microsoft does with Xbox. And I'm starting to believe that Microsoft just loves this underdog approach. It has to. Because what I found out is just highly comical. That nobody's talking about this. I do believe in the strategy methods. I'm like I said, I don't really get caught up into the rumor hype so much. I will let it be like this. Hey, we'll wait and see what happens. Other than that, there's no insiders to me. There's no nothing. People are limited of what they know. People are hyped off of who they think they are, and that's what I get from it. But when I personally look up things and I read personally, I know that we come for one thing only, and our job is to do one thing only. And for the Xbox community and to all the real gamers out here, we come to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us gaming. And with that, I'm about to start it up. We here. We here.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Before we get this awesome show started today, I want to say if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, never miss a beat on the ones and twos as we grab these mics and get on stage and perform for you. Resident Gamer, how you feeling today?
Good, famo. We just got the new Resident Evil game, which, as you know, it's my favorite series, and it's amazing. So I'm really happy right now. And we got some breaking news, too, I want to talk about after we do the introductions. But it's good to be here with you guys, and I'm ready to talk some gaming.
Okay, well, if you got some breaking news, we'll follow with your breaking news, and I'll come off the top rope. Metro Gamer, what's good, fam?
Yes, finally back. Thank God. Before we begin, I just want to give a special shout out to all my lovely fans out there. My fans include Sumo, Anakin, Dork Weiner, Joker, the Star Wars gang, and those
Merkel.
Ecozoid here, even the Super Saiyan SSJ0J. Yes, thank you for being my #1 fans. You tried to get rid of me on Twitter, but I'm still here. And while you guys are losing your Twitter accounts left and right. So, anyways, I'm still here. You can still hate me all you want, but have fun with that.
Xbox brand. That's funny,
That's
man.
right.
Xbox brand. What's good? King Webb, salute, baby. You here. You gonna get this news today, baby. Share this show. Leave some comments. The Mighty Chat Pad is ready to go. Let's get started, man. Yo, Xbox brand. I'm glad you're here. I got some
The brand is
glorious news for you,
here.
famo.
Yeah, I'll be like I said, I'll get with it in just a minute.
You good, brother.
You're good,
You
brand.
good.
You're good.
So, what's up, Adam, man? What's good, famo? Yo, I got fabulous news today. Yo, Rez, you want to start out with your breaking news? Because I'm kind of curious.
So, as you guys know, we've got a new CEO now, Asha, and there's already been some big starts to her CEO role. There was just reported that she's doing a full audit of all the current studios within Xbox, and top of potential changes to Game Pass. Well, whether that's more value to Game Pass or more games or more studios making games for Game Pass, but it's looking like she's already starting off with a bang. So I'm already liking what I'm seeing, and based on everything she said initially when she first was given the role and when she first started the role, it looks like we might be finally having the kind of leadership that the brand needs, and it looks like the Game Pass is gonna be even better than what we currently have. So I'm really excited by the news. It means she's taking it seriously, and that this is gonna be a change for the good in my eyes. So
Robo
good.
Todd in the building. What's up, famo? I sent you a link in case you want to jump in.
What's up,
All the way from the
Robo?
UK. Shout outs to my man. Yo, that is awesome news. And if you do have the link for us, Rez, put it down in the chat for them to see that as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, I will.
But
Oh,
y'all, what's up?
before we begin, I still haven't told you what game I'm playing right now. So right now I'm playing I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics, and I know it's an old game, but it's a good game. I just got done playing High on Life 2, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I got done playing that. I'm still struggling with names like Gaiden, and also I just got done, buying those games like what's we call it, Space Adventure Cobra. I don't know if you heard of it. And Grandizer. And that's it.
Nah, yeah, man. Since we're gonna pass around the mic on some games. Xbox brand, what you been playing, brother? He might have stepped away. Rez, what you been playing, brother?
Yeah. So as you guys know, before I started Resident Evil, I was playing Dragon Quest VII, which is the new remastered version of the game. It's an extremely long game. It took me 80 hours to complete the main story, but I had a lot of fun with it, especially if you like those kind of JRPGs. So I finished that, and then I moved right on to High on Life, which I played about 4 or 5 hours of. It's okay. It's not as good as the first game in my opinion, but it's still fun. I'm enjoying it. And then as soon as Resident Evil hit on Thursday night, I jumped right over to that, and I've been playing that ever since. And what an amazing title! And I think it runs best on Xbox. And so far, the experience has been phenomenal. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's really hard. Especially if you play on classic mode, which is you have to use ink ribbons to save, and less ammo. Enemies take more damage, but it's a blast, man. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, your story is pretty much like mine. I jumped off of High of Life too. Been playing that Resident Evil rec film, man. It's just ridiculous. I haven't been able to get off of it, man. I can't wait to get right back
Mike
on
Johnson, no sir. It runs best on PS5 Pro. Sure,
it.
buddy. In your dreams.
Shout to Mike Johnson in the building, man. Shout for that nice looking Perk Plus hairline they be talking about. The hairline, the hair strands for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Shout out to the PlayStation 5 Pro, man. Yo, listen, I got some fabulous news, y'all. I'm gonna go off the camera because I want to read to the Xbox community what I found out. Thanks for everybody coming out. Like I said, this is Xbox in a space where it's leapfrogging everybody. Like it's not even close. Um, it's almost sad. And then when you think about it, when you look at how Microsoft is just not even giving any attention to it, it's almost like it's an silent assassin just doing what it's supposed to do. In due time, everything's gonna come out in the shine, right? Everything's gonna come out with the shine. So I can't wait to tell y'all this. I'm ready to read this, and I'm gonna do this right now. Okay, let me get to it. Y'all just let me know that y'all can still hear me. Everybody can still hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay. All right. So I don't know how many people are aware of what console operating market is and what it means. But console operating market is pretty much the worldwide market within the gaming industry of consoles to what console actually gets turned on and is used the most, right? So this is going to be some information. To me, it just blew me away because it's not even close, y'all. I mean, it's not even close. So I'm gonna read this to y'all, all right? And I'm gonna read everything out thoroughly. And if anybody's got any questions, just feel free to stop in and I'm gonna come back on camera. The console operating market refers to the global industry involved in the production, the sale, and the operation of dedicated video game hardware, software, and related services. This market is primarily driven by the big three manufacturers: Sony's PlayStation, Microsoft's Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, and encompasses home, handheld, and hybrid consoles, right? So when you look at the brand essence and market research, that's where I'm getting this from. The key aspects of the console operating market includes hardware and software's ecosystem. All right. So the market is not just about selling console units. Y'all hear me on that? See, so basically the gaming media is giving you a section of what's really going on. And the section just gives them an advantage point. It makes it, they know that when they go for the hardware section alone, of course, Xbox not going to look that great on paper, right? But when you do your research and you do your studies on this stuff, you understand that it's the console side of numbers that is the least profitable. So when you look at the grand scheme of things, right? The gaming media is basically parading around the least common denominator of success. The least. It's the least beneficial factor, but it is important. So I'm going to continue to read. The market is not just about selling console units. It involves a razor blade model where hardware is often sold at low margins or a loss to drive revenue through software licensing fees for third-party games and digital subscriptions. Key revenue drivers. Revenue is generated from console sales, game sales, and increasingly digital subscriptions like Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. Then you have the market trends. The industry is moving toward non-gaming functionality, with consoles acting as essential entertainment hubs for streaming, fitness, and web browsing. That's where the industry is moving towards, everybody. There's a shift in strategy, okay? The market is evolving from a strict focus on console wars, meaning unit sales, to engagement and ecosystem. Now, engagement and ecosystem should already tell you what's about to happen, because what you're seeing already, you're seeing a lack of what? Engagement and ecosystem from the other two brands. They are out here struggling to get anything to resonate new for their fan bases. So this engagement and this ecosystem, the ecosystem is the key factor. With the companies focusing on subscription growth, cloud gaming, and sometimes porting exclusive games to other platforms like PC. So despite of what you heard, this is where the industry is moving to. Despite of what you heard, okay? Operational context. In a business or technical sense, console operation can also refer to the user interface, meaning the dashboard or OS that allows players to interact with the system, manage game libraries, and access digital services. Now, this is where it gets fun. In North America, everybody, North America is the leading global gaming market, generally ranked second in revenue behind the Asia Pacific Union, driven heavily by the United States, which is the world's top individual country market. North America's greatness, North America generates over 25% of global gaming revenue. The region is a powerhouse for consoles and PC gaming, with strong growth in mobile generating over 52 billion annually. Okay? The key insights of North America's gaming market. And look, this is going to be a slow cooker. Don't worry. It's going to get real good coming soon. The key insights of North America's gaming market, the rankings. While Asian Pacific region holds the largest market share, which is 47%, North America is consistently the second largest, driven by high per player spending of roughly $325 annually. Annually. $325 annually. Doesn't that ring a bell to all my Xbox fans out there that have invested in Game Pass? Annually. Revenue and growth. North America gaming revenue was estimated at $52.7 billion in 2023, with projections for continual robust growth fueled by mobile gaming first, subscription models, and cloud gaming. The market composition. Here we go. The US holds a 52% global share of console gaming and is the second largest PC market. Here's the key trends. Mobile is the fastest growing segment, though consoles remain a major revenue driver, particularly with high fidelity AAA titles. The market is expected to continue to grow, with forecasts suggesting it will reach over $100 billion in revenue by 2030, with Canada, Metroplex, and Spark 117's home, and the United States driving this expansion. So, by 2030, the goal is to double what we're seeing right now. And you think that by doubling it, there's not going to be an aggressive ecosystem approach. I want you to see that. There is going to be an aggressive ecosystem approach. Now, if you take a look at what we consider ecosystems, the Switch 2, it has a mobile side to it, a hybrid mobile side to it, and it has a console living room side to it. Other than that, its online service is weak, and after that, there's nothing else to say about it. It doesn't have a strong ecosystem. But what Nintendo does have, it has nostalgia. It has iconic characters. And for that, it generates a legion of loyal fans through youngsters and older people. So where it lacks an ecosystem, it gains with character and funfare. All right? So we're going to the next step. Here's where it gets ridiculous. When you look at the stat counter. And I'm going to put this in the group. You know, this is how we do. I don't just say this. So I'm putting it in the group right now. Give me 1 second. I want everybody to know I'm still here. I put that in there just for you guys because we tell the truth here. This is the console operating system market share in the United States of America. This is stat counter, global stats. This ain't no Windows Central. This ain't Polygon. This ain't The Verge. This ain't fake YouTubers acting like they insiders. None of that. We come in here with facts. And this is as close as it gets, people. This is February of 2026. This is the first day of March of 2026. The stat counter global stats of console operating system market share in the United States of America has Xbox. And this is crazy when you hear this. When you look at the media, when you go online and all you see is persecute Xbox day in and day out, you got to love DIRREC Gaming for what is about to be said. Ain't it just a beautiful day to be an Xbox fan? 82.91% for Xbox. So you already know it's not even a competition nowhere else. Remember what I said? Console operating system market share is how much do you have people turning on your hardware system, using it for other things other than gaming as well. The bottom line is that the Xbox ecosystem, fanfare, and galactic games are getting used at an extremely high rate, where this is a landslide. Let me see, somebody came in. I figured that was gonna get Robotod in here. I knew it. Get him on in here. Oh, let me get Xbox brand in here too. Okay, so everybody's in. I'm going back. All right. So when you look at this number, Xbox is 82.91%. PlayStation is 17.09%. It's not even close. It's not even close. The console operating system market share of the United States of America, this is beginning of this year, between January to February 2026. It's not even close.
Not even close.
You see this, right? You see it. This is not me. Don't come trying to shoot the messenger. And for you to feel hyped about what Asha was saying, when you look at this is the season. This is you can't get more amped and more of an opportunity to go ahead and conquer. Go ahead and do something great for gaming. It is Xbox's time.
No, Mike, they're watching Pornhub. They're not playing games.
This is them at their height. They see the numbers. You can go all the way down. It's everywhere. You go to view operating system, version for the market share for Windows, Mac, iOS, Androids, all of them. It's all there. You can go for the region, the view console operating system shared by regions. You can do it. And you can do this by the year. You can hit it by the year. When you look at it by the year, it's not even close. Okay? 82.91% to 17.09%. This right here tells you that the PlayStation community is not using their consoles like they say they are. And I'm going to give you the breakdown. Don't worry. I'm going to give you all stat by stat. All right? This show just got cooking. This is a slow cooker, so don't worry about if you can see me right now.
Pornhub station.
I got this. I'm going to read this off to you. Okay? Xbox statistics of 2026. The title, Surging Player Growth. This was updated on February the 25th of 2026. So this has been updated as close as I could get it for y'all. This report has been updated 5 times, people. So what you got from me is what it is. They can't get around this. No hater of Xbox can get around this. For anybody in any article anywhere around the world that wants you to think that Xbox has no glimmer of hope has failed you. And like the new legal will say, they will all fail you. They don't have a hope. The tide is going to turn. The only thing Xbox has against itself is itself. The leadership of Xbox, I can't see them with a better opportunity now more than ever. Ever. You're talking about if this console comes out in 2027, it has absolutely no competitors. Nowhere in the console business. Nowhere. And when we talk about ecosystem, it's not even a battle up or downhill. I mean, they're effortlessly just doing what they got to do. Anything that drops is going to be a major win for Xbox because you see right now that 17% of nothing is affecting PlayStation to the fact that they have refocused off the PlayStation 6 and they're seeing, well, why would we make a new console when they're not even coming off the PlayStation 4 yet? They're not even coming off the place. Look, Microsoft can keep making consoles. They're in the 80+% range for turning on that console. So, okay, let's put another one out there. Okay, let's put a handheld out there. They see the numbers. What happened to PlayStation VR 2? Gone. The Portal, no hype. No hype. It's far behind in tech. Nobody talks about it because it's for what you're getting in 2026 for it. It's trash. It's almost like it's a gimmick. So you see in the last struggle that PlayStation having, the most current struggle that they're having right now is live service games. Because that's what's going to pay the bills. Not the exclusives, not the gaming services. They generate pretty good, don't get me wrong. But there's nothing like having a game that's bigger than your platform. And then the generational wealth that it brings to your brand is unfathomable. They want that. They want that automatic money because let's face it, even as services as great as they are, they lose subscribers from time to time. You've seen it on the PlayStation Plus. Sometimes they'll lose 3 million people. Just 3 million people that just stop using it. You don't want that. You want that pure accuracy. And so right now, they'll do anything to keep High Divers 2 alive, which has survived. It may not be a massive 150,000 plus player range, but it's doing well to be in the 60 to 70,000 range. That's still a lot of people. That's still something. Between all brands, that's still something. But when you're in the bragging point, when you got 150 and up, you can speak on something like that. And so you're seeing Marathon. It's not looking too good. You're seeing Horizon Hunters Gathering. 2 people left, right? I did a little 2 people on that game. It's not looking too well. They need those games. And listen, before I finish reading, the only group of people who are solely responsible for PlayStation ain't the new legal. It definitely is not me. It ain't Resident Gamer. It's anybody who has bought a PlayStation and is not using it. You're guilty. So I don't care who you are. If you bought the PlayStation and you're not using it, you're part of that percentage and you're part of the reason why Sony's struggling. But I digress, right? Because we love to talk about what we own, right? But in this game, in this reality game of success, like I've been preaching for years, it's never been about what you own. It's about what you do with it. Xbox Series X and S lifetime sales updated to over 35 million units sold. All right. So we know that we got the previous data from Take-Two. which gathered up all the total of consoles around the world that's been sold to retail stores, and we found out that Xbox has 54 million out in the world to be sold. Out of that 54 million, they got 35 plus. We don't really know what it could be, but we know it's 35 plus units sold. Game Pass has increased to 40 million from the first quarter of 2026, from 36 million last year of quarter first. So Game Pass grew 3 million. Microsoft gaming revenue updated. So I was right. So let's give me some flowers. My prediction that Game Pass was going to hit 40 million last year by the end of the year happened. It happened. And it can easily hit 50 million. It's going to definitely hit 50 after the next Xbox, definitely. Microsoft gaming revenue updated to 21.5 billion from 18.1 billion. All right. In the earlier, it says see all updates. Oh, this is even better. Ooh, I get to see all the updates. I just touched this. Didn't know that. I didn't see this the last time. So let's even get even more thorough. Xbox community, let's have some fun. This is great news for you. There's always doom and gloom, right? But it's doom and gloom for those that have no knowledge. You can't doom and gloom me, because Xbox gaming users rose to 1.7 billion hours versus 1.2 billion. There's more engagement, more people turning on that Xbox. Top selling updated to Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And I'm here to drop a bomb on everybody. You haven't heard this statistic. Well, guess what? Remember they boo-hooed Black Ops 7? Everybody, can you hear me? Say you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Thank you, Xbox brand. You ready for this number?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this great number?
All right.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 sold over 10 million copies, replacing Modern Warfare 3. But Black Ops 7 was doomed. It's dead.
Good.
Nobody wanted to play it.
Good.
Good stuff, man.
That stuff. Oh, Black Ops 7 is boo-hoo.
We all know Xbox is dead in front of them.
Right. Xbox is dead. You can't bring that cemetery over to DIRREC Gaming. You can take it somewhere else, but over on DIRREC Gaming, we're very much alive for the Xbox community.
And they said nobody plays Black Ops 7.
Nobody plays it. Twitch watch hours. Now look, everything I'm saying has to do with the Xbox console. Twitch watch hours increased to 2.3 billion hours from 1.9. YouTube views climbed from 5.1 billion from 4.3 billion. Esports audience grew to 105 million from 92 million. Look, even the official Xbox channel expanded between a 9.5 million subscribers from 8.2 million. That means extra 1 point something million to what it was, which gave it to what, 5 something million where it's at. Because I think that number right there is globally. So I think what we get from YouTube is probably market to market. Because when you go on our YouTube, it only says 5 something million. So this is the global. So I guess this is everybody. Because, you know, we don't get all the same news. You know, we don't get all the same YouTube channels all across the world. Just like Game Pass is different all across the world, depending on the kind of market that people play video games on is what Game Pass adjusts to. Game Pass Ultimate share increased from 70% of subscribers from 68. New titles added to Game Pass rose from 85 from 78. Game Pass Ultimate share increased from 70% from 68. I'm sorry. Mobile Game Pass users surged from 95% year over year versus 89% previously. A huge jump. Look at that. Mobile Game Pass. You don't ever hear about Mobile Game Pass, do you, Xbox fans? Oh, hell no. That bad boy jumped up 6%. Most downloaded Game Pass title updated to Indiana Jones. 8 million downloads, replacing the mighty great Starfield. Where is Starfield today when it concerns consoles? Only on Xbox. That's why they're mad. Don't worry. Got some more good news for you. And we're not done yet. Cloud gaming mobile traffic, Xbox brand. And I know Xbox brand is sent back with a big smile on his face. Cloud gaming mobile traffic increased from 87% from 85%. Cloud gaming device split clarify smartphones 62%, browsers 9%, TVs 4%. So the cloud gaming is in full effect. Most people are using cloud gaming exactly what Microsoft wanted you to be doing with your mobile devices, not your stationary ones. Good job, Xbox community and real gamers around the world, for using cloud gaming exactly for what it's meant to be used for. India's cloud gaming growth accelerated to 155% year over year from 143%. Xbox users gender split updated to 55% males to 45% females. Previously 71% male, 29% females. Shout outs to all our female gamers all across
Shout
the
out to
world.
30 Below.
Hell yeah.
What up, famo?
Shout outs to the women gamers who are stepping their game up, coming on in here.
We need to
The largest player age group revised to 56% are aged between 18 and 34, down from 64%. So where Xbox was at 44 to 29 has now gotten younger. So what you previously heard from Sarah Bond was no lie. Xbox has have to change up some strategies, and they're reaching and gaining a younger, new generational audience. Everything is balancing correctly. Southeast Asia's growth increase. Oh, they talk about Microsoft doesn't have no impact in Asia. Well, look, I got something to tell you, Xbox community. It increased to 35% year over year from 31%. Average U.S. annual spending rose. Oh, there you go. Hey, wait a minute. Resident Gamer, I got it for you. Oh, they're not saying Xbox fans don't buy no games. The U.S. average annual spending from Xbox gamers rose from $510 per user from $492. So what does that tell you? They love to tell you that Xbox fans are the coupon welfare. We're it's the poverty console. But
Didn't they say that?
I beg to differ.
Didn't they say that each PlayStation player was spending on average of like 300?
One or two games.
Yeah,
No, not even that.
I think they
It's
said
one.
they spent on average was like $300.
1, 2 a year, on it.
Yeah, one, two a game plus the subscription. Yeah, so they right.
The beauty is we're spending nearly double.
There you go.
Double the amount, and listen, if you double that amount, right?
Right.
To see what's being spent by Xboxers, we are spending just as much with less people. And
there you go.
That come over.
See, that's what I love about Xbox brand. He's a thinker like me.
Listen,
that's what I love about him.
There's going to be a change and shift when everyone goes, oh, well, damn, I guess Xbox is helping to
yes, sir.
The brand alive, helping to keep everything alive, right? I'm telling you, you hear all these people, these
come on with it.
Or you hear either influencers or you hear people that you know that are good people that just don't have the knowledge, like Legal said. They don't have the facts. They sit on these at these
because it's easy to do, brand. Because it's the easiest way to do it. Right.
It is
just follow the trend.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks ago, a couple guys that I know and respect, they're gamers, great gamers. They game a lot more even than me. And these guys were just talking about how Xbox is dead and it's going away. We told you it's going away. All I saw was Phil and Sarah leave, and they bring in Asha. And then they're also bringing in all these other people. So you're telling me that they're going somewhere? Then you got some homie that says, hey, man, they're going to be sunsetting the drive. All of a sudden, Peter Moore goes, you don't know what you're talking about.
Facts.
Facts.
So who are you, who do you want to follow? Listen, if Xbox goes away, then it goes away. But right now, what I know is that Xbox Game Pass is still the best way to game for me. Because
and listen, real quick. Games. And listen, I want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all chime in because I'm still gonna continue. But I want to say this. Listen to what Xbox brand just said. If Xbox goes away, and then listen to what I just told you, the percentages. So you mean to tell me that if Xbox goes away, you really think Sony can carry the weight at 17%?
Oh, hell no.
That's a horrible. Nope. There you go. So now when you hear everybody in the industry that really knew these numbers, and they say, hey, newsflash, the industry is far better off with Xbox in. You don't want Xbox to go. They didn't want to give you all of this for the fanboyisms and all that, and then all the negativity, but they knew what they were talking about. Anybody else want to chime in before I continue? Go ahead.
Yeah, but legal. I thought that full price can defeat Game Pass games because Game Pass is business and full price is art.
Exactly. No, that's right. Because what you just saw here, when I said average U.S. annual spending rose to $510, so that means this. Me and you, Metroplex, we have Game Pass Ultimate. So, and I have it stacked. So that means I'm an average 300 something a year anyway. Just off of that. That's already being done with me. So you're telling me, and I just bought Resident Evil Requiem. I just bought that game. So guess what? The way this is gonna end this year, I'm gonna be above that average because not only am I gonna buy Requiem, I'm gonna buy Gears of War either. Even though it's coming on game, I'm buying that. I'm buying that, and I'm buying half and half on Horizon because I'm gonna get the $30 edition. That's just part of being part of the Game Pass. Oh, that's the benefits of Xbox. But if there's one more game out there that Xbox is gonna drop, maybe Fable I'm probably gonna buy. So I'm already over the 510 budget. I'm already over that. Been over that. Killed it.
Yeah, that Fable is looking great. Yeah,
it's looking great.
100%.
Anybody else? Robo, you want to chime in? Anybody else? Okay, y'all want me to continue?
Yeah, continue, bro. Continue, bro.
Global. Now, this is the highlight. Now, remember, everything I've been reading wasn't highlighted. Okay? Now, here's the highlight. So if anybody knows businesses, you highlight the most substantial information. The most substantial information, what gets highlighted. And this is what's highlighted. Global console market share updated 23%. Watch this. Versus 23% Xbox versus 45% PlayStation versus 27% Nintendo, down from 31% Xbox. Watch this. North America adjusted to 32% Xbox versus 42% PlayStation. Watch this. Previously, 35% versus 39%. Watch this. Cloud gaming market share increased to 62% to 60%. I was just waiting for somebody to catch on to this. What's been highlighted is the theme of this whole thing. Remember, engagement and what else, people? Ecosystem. So, what did I tell you? They want to tell you one section. They know. But look at the numbers in North America. PlayStation has never dominated Xbox in its lifetime. Never. And when you talk about dominating, you're not talking about 1 to 2 million consoles sold. Dominating would be anywhere from 6 to 10 million. That has never happened in PlayStation's history. Not even 3 million. It's never happened. The highest has ever dominated Xbox in the United States is by 2.5 million. But look, to our surprise, let's talk about ecosystem. Cloud gaming market share increased to 62% from 60%. 62% Xbox? That's pure dominancy. Revenue per user increased to from $148 annually, from $148 annually, from $141 annually. So it only went up $7. Lifetime customer value rose. Lifetime customer value. You see, I don't think y'all hear me. What did Asher say? I'm looking at what? Going back to Xbox. You want to know why she said that? Because she saw this. Lifetime customer value rose Xbox brand. You know how they know this? My chat pack and my great panel is because you have an account. So, to anybody that's left Xbox before, returning back or stayed, guess what? The number went up. So how is the hell Xbox dying or dead when the lifetime customer value rose from 1,450 from 1,320 dollars? How? How is that dead when the lifetime customers are paying more? They're doing more than they've ever done. Xbox share of Microsoft revenue increased to 15.2 fiscal year of 2025 from 13.6%. Xbox Game Studios workforce expanded to 11,200 developers from 9,800. Don't let nobody confuse you and lie to you and act like, oh, Microsoft layoffs is hurting the Xbox brand. Internal studios increased to 30 worldwide from 28, so we grew 2 more. Accessibility users increased to 18 million from 16 million. Accessibility users. Think about that. Our brothers and sisters with special needs that are handicapped, even that community in us have grown. Y'all gonna get that work today. Y'all gonna get that smoke, and I want all of it. The adaptive controller distribution expanded to 60 countries from 52. Accessibility tags in store increased from 300 plus from 250. Satisfaction with accessibility features improved to 96% from 94%. Gaming for everyone fund commitment increased to 30 million. They're up from 25 million. Now you got the in-depth update of the health of your brand that you support day in and day out. And I can look at y'all with a straight face and tell you, you got every God-given right to feel excited about the future of Xbox. You want to know why? Because all the numbers are pointing to Xbox. In the early 2000s, Microsoft took a bold leap into the console market, challenging established giants like Sony and Nintendo, and it was a risky move. But fast forward today, and Xbox is not just a gaming console. It's a sprawling digital ecosystem, spanning subscriptions, cloud gaming, and global community engagement. Whether you're an avid Xbox gamer or a curious investor, the numbers behind the Xbox growth reveal a compelling narrative. See? Now y'all have a real narrative to run around with. See? I, the new legal, have now given you keys to your greatest narrative. You are the most powerful gaming ecosystem on the planet. That's your narrative. You ain't got to say nothing else. You don't have to make up no lies as to you don't have to be like PlayStation fans making up myth theories and narratives to validate the reason why they own PlayStation. That's what donkeys do. You have concrete evidence that the numbers reveal a comparative narrative of innovation and adaptation. adaptability. So not only is Microsoft bringing the innovation, which we already know that next Xbox is going to blow everything out the gate, but it knows how to adapt to the current markets better than any other gaming brand on earth. In this article, we break down the most current Xbox statistics, diving into hardware sales, Game Pass subscription, Xbox users, and more. Let's start with the Snapchat of the biggest that you want to know. It's beautiful. And I'm going to send you, I already read it out to y'all. It's beautiful. The recent developments. Y'all want to hear about the recent developments? In early 2026, Xbox announced new hardware, including the Xbox Elite Controller Series 3 and OEM Xbox PC Hybrid. So there goes your expansion products. Remember what I was talking about on a couple of shows ago? You want to get 3 to 4 products off of every one customer. There you have it. We're getting more new hardware and more new accessories. But Xbox is dead. Game Pass Core continues as a replacement for Xbox Live Gold, now bundling at 120 plus key titles globally. Xbox expanded studios with Double Fine's Killing and new projects from Obsidian in the 2026 roadmap. Microsoft advanced AI-driven game dev tools. VIA Game and AI Resource Hub, boosting developer efficiency by 30%. So what does that tell you? Not only is Xbox going to be bringing you the games, but they're going to be bringing you the games faster than any other brand. Faster, at an increased 30% more faster rate. In 2025, Xbox launched updated cloud-native tools like Xbox Game Package Manager. You ain't never heard of that, right? You don't ever get no ear full of that. It's called XGPM. And it's for faster prototyping. Game Pass Friends and Family. Oh, you thought that went away? No, it's coming. Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family now supports up to 5 users sharing ultimate benefits worldwide. The Xbox supports Dolby Vision and 200 plus titles, enhancing visuals for compatible TVs in 2026. Play Anywhere has expanded to select third-party titles, enabling seamless cross-buy on Xbox and PC. Project Warcraft evolved into a full Game Pass demo program with devs paid for early access to indies. And Xbox deepened its Lego partnership with a new limited edition bundles, included theme Series S's coming in 2026. Xbox Series X versus Xbox Series S sales breakdown. The Xbox Series X leads with 62% of the total sales, making it the most popular model. The Xbox Series X attracts buyers with a disk drive and 4K gaming compatibility. The Xbox Series S accounts for 38% of its sales, showing strong demand for a cheaper option. So don't expect going to the future that Microsoft is going to offset this data. They're going to keep doing this because this is working. The Series S appeals to budget buyers with its lower price and digital-only design. So together, both consoles show that players prefer high performance, but many still choose affordability. I'm almost done, y'all. I know y'all can't be getting tired of this great Xbox news as much doom and gloom you get in a whole full year. I'm coming with all the smoke. Engagement on streaming platforms, including Twitch and YouTube. Watch this. Xbox-related streams on Twitch hit 2.3 billion. Halo Infinite and Sea of Thieves top Xbox Twitch streams by hours watched. YouTube Xbox content generated 5.1 billion views. Starfield sequel at 750 million. It's crazy. They're looking for the 2.0 to hit. This 2.0 news has garnered 750 million views. Xbox esports tournaments reached 105 million viewers worldwide. The official Xbox YouTube channel grew 1.3 million. Xbox Game Pass trailers captured 38% of total Xbox video impressions. Creator partner program signups up to 52%. Payouts over 35 million to influencers. 35% of the top 100 Twitch streamers featured Xbox exclusive games. Discord integrated boosted streaming sharing. 6% were among Xbox users. and ID at Xbox showcases peaked at 1.2 million concurrent viewers. Y'all want to get to Game Pass? Here we go. I'm giving you all the smoke. If you're a hater of Xbox, this is a sad day to be on DIRREC Gaming. Game Pass subscriber statistics. Xbox Game Pass reached 40 million subscribers, bro. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers represent 70% of the total user base, up from 68%. Game Pass users generate 36% higher engagement measured in hours played than non-subscribers. Microsoft added 85 new titles to Game Pass, including 28 day one releases from the Xbox Game Studios. Indie games on Game Pass saw a 78% increase in playtime driven by enhanced discovery features. Most downloaded Game Pass titles, I told y'all, was Indiana Jones with over 8 million downloads. Mobile gaming through Game Pass increased 95%. Family Game Pass plans achieved 75%, and 74% of surveyed Game Pass users said the service influences their decision to stay on the Xbox ecosystem. And I'm done. Xbox ain't dead. It's far from being alive and sick and diseased. It's far from that. It is far from that. And there is nothing, and I mean nothing, nobody can do when you have the knowledge. They can't deter your happiness. Xbox is a great console brand, a mighty great community brand for gamers all across the world. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Xbox fans are growing. Xbox fans are staying. Xbox fans are building their community up. That's what Asha saw. And that's why she says, I need to get back to that. Because the numbers are saying, despite what we've been doing, it's the core audience that have stayed and that are buying at a substantial amount. Anybody got anything to say? Because I'm going to put my blind shades on like I didn't see nothing, like I didn't read nothing.
Oh, wow. That's quite a bit of information that seems to buck against the status quo of all of these others that are couch CEOs. There's a channel that I watch. I think he's called Ren Fails, but he was talking about it just the other day. And, you know, that there's all these couch CEOs or couch devs, and they think they know what is best for all of these groups that are part of the corporation. You know, whether you're Sony, whether you're Nintendo, whether you're Xbox, these guys are doing their job to the best that they know. What we know now, the facts are rolling out that Xbox is actually in a pretty dang good state. They're not going away. They're not getting shut down. They're not getting sunsetted. It's not going into the back row. Matter of fact, when Phil said, and this was, I think 2 years ago, he said, we have more Xbox gamers engaged than ever before. We have more people turning on Xboxes than ever before. Yes. Does that include 360s? Absolutely it does. Does it include Series X? Absolutely. Does it include Series S? Absolutely. That's the point. It's all about engagement. Years ago, people would say, but all the PlayStation games are being sold. They didn't talk about console sales. They always talked about the games. Now suddenly it's changed. It's got to be about the console sales. Well, Legal already presented that truth to you. They don't make as much money off the console. So where do you make that money? You make it off of your games. And yes, Xbox games are going to PlayStation. I could care less. That just means more people are going to buy. That means more people are going to stay engaged. That means more people are going to be getting into those games. And that means Xbox is going to have more money to make what? Game Pass games. And guess what? I will get to play those Game Pass games day one. Why? Because Game Pass works for me. I don't work for it. It works for me. It gives me what I'm looking for, what my family is looking for. It gives us the opportunity to be able to do what we say we love, which is the hobby of gaming. And I think people just need to get to realize that that's what it's all about. Whether you're playing on PlayStation, you're playing on Nintendo, you play on your phone, you play on your computer, whatever. As long as you're playing games and you're doing what you love to do, that's what matters. But don't let me hear this crazy nonsense about how Xbox is not supporting the industry, when in fact, numbers show that we are doing just as much as PlayStation. We are helping to buy the games. We are celebrating what is the gaming community. We put it up on our back, and we spend the money to do what? To game. So don't throw us into some trash bin and say, they don't spend no money. How's that so?
Appreciate you.
Spending more money.
The numbers say different.
Joe Schuster, make yourself at home, famo. We here. Unapologetically, we here. Nah, Brand, yo, Metroplex, chime on in, brother.
Yeah.
I know you blown away, brother.
It's basically the same thing. Xbox is not dead. It's pretty much alive. I mean, we buy games. We're on Game Pass. We support the devs, as they said. I mean, like the Xbox community is the only that has the most number of people who actually plays games and supports the devs and plays their games, and they buy the games too, even when they're on Game Pass. If we like if we like the games, well, we support them. We buy them. Simple as that. I mean, like, it's like the guy said, we play and they pay. I mean, of course we buy games. Yes, we do buy games, yes, but at the same time, we do save money thanks to Game Pass to buy even more games.
That's right.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, we're putting more hours into gaming. We're putting more hours into gaming. We're playing more games. We're buying more games. Just facts, bro.
I'm proud of the Xbox community, bro. I had to put this out here. I was astonished, because I like y'all, right? Like I said, we all the streets, right? I like y'all. We see it. You go on, you can't go on the internet and get any positive news from Xbox. That's substantial. You'll get stuff like, Xbox dropping a new game. I mean, okay, but there's nothing. It's more, you see more traffic when it's doom and gloom about Xbox. Doom and gloom makes more headlines than anything for Xbox. Because we know. Yeah, go ahead.
The Germans love that doom and gloom for the Xbox. It wants to make some money. That's what they love about it.
Right. It brings the traffic in. Because like we know what we're up against. And Xbox, but Microsoft isn't in this low budget realm where they do this gaming media stuff. This is a big tech company that they go to these big corporations. They have these big talks. This is global sit downs with major leaders on how they're going to expand, communication between the world and how they can, build for infrastructures and technology that's advanced for medicine and children who are afflicted, maybe with disease and things like that. Microsoft is in that realm. Very serious realm. So when you think about Xbox, I can't help but to go way back when Phil Spencer said, for us, Xbox is just fun. What we're doing with Xbox is we're just having fun with it. We're doing things because Xbox is our break. We're at work, and when we go on break, we turn our Xboxes on. We play our video games. The community essence was right there at work for them. And they go home and they do it. And they have to come back and talk about their experiences and things like that. Microsoft created a gaming culture within its own business, which was good. Regardless of the ups and downs, that was good for them to do that because, it gives you a sense of the environment. That's why they have so much fight in them now, because something that was felt like it was taken away, they want that back. How are they ever going to feel the way they feel if they never lost it? Or if they never felt like it was slipping away. So the fact that Microsoft built an atmosphere the way it did like that, to them is worth reaching for and getting again, because they remember when it was like that, it was great times working within Xbox, within Microsoft, So I look at things like this. When I want to find positivity with Xbox, I don't go into these gaming articles. I just don't. and I'm not really learning anything. I'm not getting anything out of them. And listen, it's not a knock. It's just for me, for me, I've been gaming for a long time. You got me listening to somebody in their late 20s and they trying to tell me about video games, bro. It doesn't resonate. So I know even youngsters that are playing video games for real that outplay them. That like the gaming media is not the standard. Okay. A lot of your influencers are not the standard. They have lives too. They have families too. They got jobs and stuff too that they go to. So I don't put a blame on them for some of the industry looking at them to represent an atmosphere within the gaming space. You know, they're part of that. So, you know, my thing is with influencers, we just want them to be as truthful as they can be, right? They don't owe us anything. You know, they don't owe us anything. But it's not really the influencers are not really the problem. Because most of them are out there with us, but it's these YouTubers day in and day out with the negativity on Xbox. That's a problem. Plus, this so-called regime that you can so easily see through a glass window that they're all connected. You know, that all this reporting, they want you to make it seem like these are legitimate empire structured gaming articles when it's not. You got people writing about what their homie on YouTube just said, and they'll come out and make an article based off of that. That's the kind of gaming industry that we're in right now. You know, it's everybody trying to big up their conglomeration, and it's for the culture of gaming is dog shit. It has no impact. But and I love the fact being part of the Xbox community. It's more inclusive. It's more exclusive to each other. You see that we're doing our own thing in the midst of all the smoke and mirrors. We're in the midst of everything amongst the doom and glooming. It's us. We're really sticking together and making our community great. We're doing it. And I had to come out here and do a show today to salute the Xbox community worldwide. Worldwide is doing it. You can't deter it, you know, and you damn sure can't deteriorate it. It's growing, it's live, it's well. And I hate to say it, but moving forward, it has no competitors. I just gave you the numbers. More and more people are using Xbox than they're using anything else. These are just facts. And what I love is how Xbox is not boastful. It's not. So, and I'm starting to think that that's the best way to be. Because you think about it, when we're going towards this future, Xbox isn't going to have to say anything pretty soon. Everything is going to just align itself. Pretty soon, everything's just going to align itself. And when it happens, everybody that used to love competition, they're going to be crying and whining. Everybody that you heard so much about, they're going to be crying and whining. And they're going to have to keep Microsoft and Xbox in their mouth to be relevant. Because it costs to make these games. Big Bank don't have a problem making these games. The fans buy money to play the games. So Microsoft isn't worrying about that. Those kind of concerns are not on the Microsoft side. But those kind of concerns are on the PlayStation side. PlayStation is trying to figure out how to engage on their platform, how to get more gamers in tune into live service games. These are facts.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think the PlayStation having Marathon come out, it could be a good thing. I mean, we say the numbers aren't looking great. Well, they're not huge, right? But 48 to 50,000 players every single day, that can be very good for your brand. Yeah. But where did they release it? They threw it into the shooter box, right? Because we're the shooters, right? Xbox guys are the ones who typically hit the gas games and are cleaning those up, most of the CODs and all that stuff. These guys are always hitting it, right? They're always hopping these games, right? Even Helldivers 2, when it came out, it was a big hit. And so Xbox, because Marathon went multi-platform it's going to help it go. And that's
What's
what,
up, Snooki?
yeah, that's what Sony's going to have to look into and say, okay, what do the Xbox players really want instead of their single player games? And I really think if it's true that they're going to backpedal their single player games, which is what I'm hearing, then it's going to hurt financially. But I think that 30% is what's helping them cross the line. The fact that that Xbox has given 30%, whatever it is, for every game that sells on the PlayStation side. So, but again, that's not helping out much, because someone reported that, I think it was Magnum, that only, what was it, 600,000 units
That's right.
of Gears sold over on PlayStation side.
That's it.
And how much was that game? Was it $60 or $40?
Well, the Reloaded, I think it was 30. It was a $40-something game. Yeah.
So you're making $12 a game, right?
That's right.
That you didn't have to do nothing. I give you that. But the point is, it's not bringing home the bacon that you need. It's just not hitting where you think it's. I mean, that's $7 million, and that's not scrap money, but that's still not sustainable money for a company that is making games that are costing in the hundreds of millions.
There you go.
How are you going to reap the money back when
there you go.
only produce 2 to 3 games a year?
There you go.
You're clipping back with a $7 million intake from your players that generally just don't buy games. Over half their people don't buy games.
That's facts.
We're not even talking 10% of their gamers buy games.
70% of them play Call of Duty.
Exactly. I mean, this was, when you look at the numbers of, okay, let's just go to their Gods of War or any of those. Spider-Man, it's a great one, right? Classic. Spider-Man is the most well-known Marvel character in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the game didn't even cross an 8% market share.
Facts.
That's crazy. That is wild. And everyone will say, oh, well, if you divide the 90 million, hold up. That Spider-Man went to PS4, folks. You have 120 million consoles. Plus, you have the other PS5 consoles. So you can't go and say, oh, we're hitting the numbers. When, dude, you're not even clipping 8% of your people. Come on.
Numbers don't lie, do they?
Exactly.
Nope.
Numbers. Now, I'm in the automotive industry. Numbers.
And Brand, I'm gonna let Brand keep cooking, but Brand, and also you're looking at Marvel fans who are very strict on what you do, especially when it's costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they know that this Spider-Man is not the MCU Spider-Man. This is the Sony Spider-Man. The suits are not Amazing Spider-Man. So they you're not gonna get that core audience. You're not.
Exactly. And I think that's where people are kind of misinterpreting where Wolverine's going to do. Now, do I think Wolverine's going to be a fun game? I think Wolverine will be a great action game for a specific audience. I think a lot of people are hyping up something that they're probably never even going to play. Now, does it look good? Sure. Insomniac does a great job of giving you cinematic experience games. Problem with that I have with a lot of them is that there's a lot of QTEs, right? QTEs, that's like when you have to go in between walls and you have to press the X button so you slide in between walls. Come on, man. We could do better than that. Give us.
You know what got me? You want to know what got me real quick? You knew that Insomniac came into this Wolverine thing not keen on Wolverine. See, you remember, I'm gonna let you keep cooking, B. But you remember,
brother,
when they first did it, and in this chat, remember this, when they first was creating it, they had Wolverine getting energy packs. Energy packs.
That's some sad business, man. They don't know nothing about Wolverine if you're giving them energy packs.
Energy packs. There you go.
I mean, need that in real life.
You gotta give them healing packs for the energy to go up. Come on, man.
Gotta give me an energy drink.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy stuff. So my point is, they're going to sell probably 5, 8, maybe 9 million copies. Okay, If they're lucky, 9 million copies. And that's probably lifetime sales on the PS5. Because again, what's the biggest single game that is going to sell this year? And they're only going to cook 30% off that. What game is that?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Right. Parents are struggling with money. No matter what the country says that people are growing with money, which they are not, people are restricting their money, right? So parents are trying to find the best deal for their children. So when you see an opportunity at the kid says, hey, I want Grand Theft Auto. Hey, I want Wolverine. Which one do you want more?
That's
GTA,
right. That's
What
right.
are they going to buy? Why? Because
That's
that is the game everybody wants. I'm buying day one. Why? Because I love Grand Theft Auto. But then again, I buy games. The point is, all these other parents are not going to be buying both those games at Christmas. It's going to be one game. It's going to be Grand Theft Auto. Now, I'm not saying everybody can't do that, but there's going to be a lot of people. The majority are just going to say, you know what, I'm going GTA. Because the kids aren't even going to engage with Wolverine for a while. When GTA drops, guys, that game is going to dominate at least 5 to 6 months.
Facts.
And if not longer.
A year. I have it every year.
5, every single freaking month. Where is GTA 5? It's always in the top 7. Every single
And that
month,
game came out in 2013 on the 360.
Yes.
On the 360.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. Is GTA owns, right? I'm not saying Wolverine's going to be a bad game. What I'm saying is you have to have players playing your game in order to really show that it's resonating with the folks and that they want to play it and talking to their friends, and then their friends want to buy it because why? Because those kids are going to be talking about GTA. Hey, did you see that guy I mugged or killed or shot or whatever? That's what they're going to talk about. Not how Wolverine can go through and slice some dude's head off with your blades. They're not going to be talking about that. They're going to be talking about GTA. That's where it hits. It's the communities, and it's those kids that are going to resonate and talk to their other brothers and sisters, and they're going to talk to their friends. They're going to talk to everybody they have close encounters with. That's who's going to be talking about the games. Wolverine will do well. I'm not saying it won't. I'm saying it will not be the game that is going to somehow break the barriers of this really crappy, less than 8% gamers buying games on the PlayStation. Just not going to happen.
Right.
If it does, I will be more than glad to step up and say, hey, you guys did it. Fantastic. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, because it's going to have to take that. It's going to have to take that.
Ragnarok didn't do it. God of War didn't do it. Right? God of War 2018 is probably one of the single greatest games changed from the 1, 2, and 3 to then God of War 2018. That was one of the biggest changes. I think that's the reason why it won Game of the Year. But I still think that Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won. But
hands down.
That's a side point. My point is, right, it's a great game, but it still did not crank the numbers. So if you can't hit the numbers with them, are you seriously telling me that Wolverine, who's not even the most popular guy in any of the Marvel series, is gonna drag all these players to play in that game? No, that is not gonna happen.
No,
you're right.
Spider-Man is more popular, Batman is more popular, and both those games did not sell just blockbuster out of this world numbers. So if they didn't do it, I highly doubt that Wolverine is somehow going to change the metric of everything. I just don't see it.
Maybe Go ahead, Robo. Go ahead, Robo.
Go ahead.
That's all, bro. Go on, bro. So I'm listening. Go on, bro. It's all right.
Yeah. Metroplex?
Oh, it's facts. I mean, we'll just see how Wolverine is going to do when it gets released, But again, GTA 6 is still going to dominate the play charts for a year, even more, because everyone's been talking about GTA 6. So,
and all those updates it gets, you can't even. It's not even fair how Grand Theft Auto updates get against all other games. These updates are just random all the time. Keeps their gamers engaged. They just have something to do all the time. Resident Gamer's been quiet ever since his breaking news. Where you at, my guy? he sent me a message. He stepped out. I had to pick on him. But no, look, it's true. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is that's going to be the game to push all the way through. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's the game that's going to push it all the way to 2030. There's a good amount of evidence that, can y'all imagine if Grand Theft Auto 6 ever landed on Game Pass? Can you imagine?
Man, that'd be big. That'd be big.
Can you just imagine?
Years down the road, they'll do kind of like they did with GTA 5 and
Yeah,
they'll
probably
get a
a
bag. Look, people always don't seem to realize what Game Pass does, right? Game Pass gives you the taste of what you can have, right? The great thing about what Game Pass gives you the opportunity for is that not only do the developers get their money up front, but number two, it gives you the chance, the gamer, to go in and play it and say, oh my God, I got to play this game. This is what I've got to have. Expedition 33, great example, right? They sold great numbers. Why? Because everyone on the PlayStation side got what? They didn't get it. They didn't get it day one. They didn't hit huge numbers day one. We did on the Xbox side. Why? Because it was day one Game Pass. So it wasn't a game for me. I'm not going to lie. So I didn't play a ton of it. I played, I think, like 3 or 4 hours, right? But it wasn't the game for me. But others loved it.
And can you imagine, like King Webb just said, no, we need to play anywhere? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? He's right.
It breaks the world, man.
That would shatter people being able to play Grand Theft Auto 6 on their raw Xbox Ally X's and all over the place. He's right. That would literally be astronomical. Because I can't even play Resident Evil Requiem on it yet. It's not ready for it. But can you imagine? That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, baby boy, Ray in the building. What's up, famo? That's my highway brother right there down the street. What's good, famo? Can you imagine? I can't even imagine that one, King. That one would be galactic. That would be galactic. Because that's what I'm saying. The raw, okay, for a selling point. The ROG Xbox Ally X for a great selling point. It's good for those, right? Fanatics. Let me just be fanatics, but it's also good for people who may not want to buy into the console space. All right. So because they may not want to buy into the console space, they have Game Pass Ultimate with all this, or Game Pass Premier, I'm sorry. They can always upgrade, but they got Game Pass Premier with all its upgrades and everything in it, right? So they get the value of that is they get all the day one games. So that's pretty much what people who don't go full time on Xbox is all about anyway, is the day one games, right? So they get that, they ain't got nothing to complain about. But like my man King said, can you imagine Xbox get into a place where if it hits on Xbox, it can be played no matter if it's first party or not, and it can be in play anywhere? That right there is the reason why we need that next dedicated Xbox hardware handheld. That's why we need that one.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I mean, many of us, the group here, have always just spoken for truth. And when Xbox does something wrong, they need to fix it. Like, one of the things they need to fix is making the games like the games they own. They need to make them play anywhere, like Skyrim. Still, you have to buy a PC port or you buy a console port. I own that game. I own every version of that game, even PC. My God, it cost me a jackload of money. Why should I have to do that? That's some of the things they need to fix. Play anywhere is the greatest thing in gaming, because it doesn't matter where you play it, doesn't matter how you play it because you enjoy it, and you just go onto your other device and play it.
That's it. That's what we need. When we get that, as you talking about a game over moment, you see the numbers that I told y'all today, times that by 3. That's gonna go out the roofs, man. I mean, when we can literally walk around with our Xbox accounts, that'd be incredible, man. Everything that you own at your disposal with the benefits, with quick resume. Man, come on, y'all. Like, seriously. Like, this is what I'm talking about. There's nothing. Look, Xbox has one feature that slaughters everything. Even PC don't even have it. Quick resume is unbelievable.
I love quick resume.
Yeah.
You're talking every game. If you love indies, you can get up to 12 games. 12 games that you can just jump back and forth from. If you're one of those people that love the big titles,
It
6
takes
of them.
seconds. It takes
Yeah.
seconds to go back and forward. Seconds.
You're back right where you left off at.
Yeah, right where you left off, straight away.
Quick
And
resume.
you want to know the
Look, guys, this one thing too. Quick resume works for Xbox One and for the potato. Everyone talks about how slow that thing is, but that sucker carries on like it's just another trucking machine, man. It has no problems. So yeah, the potato seems to be doing quite well in the communities.
It is, man. I don't, I just wanted to bring out some good news, man. I just wanted to bring out some good news, man. This stuff is hilarious now. It's almost scary at the same time. Because now I have a notion. I have a real live notion on just how serious this next movement about Xbox is. Because they already are there. And they're the kings of the digital movement. They're the kings of that. There's nobody getting them out of their element. When it comes to the digital movement, Microsoft is number one in that. Everybody's turning these Xboxes on. They're turning them on. They're turning them on. They're going to the browsers. They're going to the video games. They're going to the Discords. It's amazing what everybody's using it for. And here's the funny part. Y'all ready for this? At the same time, Microsoft removed the Movies app. Can't even use the movie narrative on us anymore. And the numbers still went up. So we can proudly say the movies is not what we were using our Xboxes for, unlike our counterparts.
There's a reason they call it the hub, man. That's why they call the PlayStation the hub. I ain't gonna use the other terminology, but that's
right.
The problem is that their community does a lot of talking, but they don't do a lot of game playing. A lot of them do a lot of their lip flapping, but they ain't doing a lot of what we should be doing, which is gaming. And I've said for a long time, I game on my cell phone pretty much every day, and I play my Xbox every single day. I'm sick right now. I feel sick as a dog been since Friday. But you know what? I still play games. And I still sit down and play those games. Even if it's playing just an hour, I'm still playing games. Why? Because that's what I love to do. And you know what? You know what my kids are doing? They're playing games. Why? Because that's what they love to do.
Brandon came in here and matched my energy today, man. I knew you would, bro. I knew you would be hyped today, Brandon. I appreciate you, man. My panel's going through some things. Some of them sick, some of them going through life events. But I just want to say I'm thankful for every last one of y'all, man, for showing up today. Because this is some great news. This news like this is what the Xbox community should be getting. I'm not even that wasn't even a jab towards Microsoft to say, yeah, Microsoft, you need to say stuff like that. No, now with Microsoft, be quiet. Be quiet. Play the assassin role. Let them sit out here and dispel you like you're the worst thing ever. Like you're not bringing anything to the table. Like you're really fixing to fall off. Just chill. Just give us the popcorn. Because when this thing hits off, that's it. And it starts next generation. Get all your fun with this one. Get all your laughing giggles. Get it now.
Well,
Because next generation ain't gonna be no laughing giggles.
Everyone's talking about how Asha has come into the space and she's not a gamer. We all know that she's not a big gamer, right? So this is a family account. She's, really trying to understand it. And I give her the props for that. She doesn't need to, but she is. She's trying to understand, where we're coming from, where our focus is. But this woman, okay, this is what people are not talking about, is the fact that she was the one that helped to market what's one of the biggest brands out there, Instacart. This woman's brand marketed this thing. She is the one that helped to make that thing a worldwide success. Instacart. It's a great.
Come on with it, Brand. Come on with it, Brand. Keep talking.
And
Cook,
this
bro.
is what she's going to do with Game Pass, right? She's going to look at it, what needs to be fixed. She's a marketing manager. This is her job. So she is going to look at and say, okay, what do we need to trim? What do we need to take and change? What do we need to do to make it more valuable to console users? And how do we make it more valuable for PC users? And how do we make it available on Play Anywhere? How do we make this better for our community members? They're thinking of Xbox first, rather than thinking of, well, how do we make those PlayStation guys happy? It's not about that. It's about making your market first, taking care of those people that have sustained you over the years. And her marketing experience is going to be what's going to come to bear. And she is going to be the one to step up and say, this is the movement we need to make. We need to do this. We need to post this out here. I have seen a lot more Game Pass info has been popping up than ever before, whether you're on Prime or wherever. There's just all kinds of ads for Game Pass. YouTube, it's all over YouTube. So the point is, they are definitely stronger now with their marketing. They're going to do more. That's going to become even more of a focus for them. And I think we're going to see when Magnus finally lands, I don't know how many of the consoles will sell. But what I can tell you is, by that time, there will be even more people on Game Pass, whether they're playing on a PC, whether they're playing on a handheld tablet, whether they're playing on a phone that they're just playing off their phone, or they're playing on an Xbox, maybe a Series X, and they're just streaming those games. It won't matter. When the console lands, I'm going to get it because I can. And that's what I love to do. But others are going to be playing other ways. What I care about is the healthiness of the community. And that's what she is here to do. I'm in a company that runs on straight numbers. We are in automotive sales. We're massive in the world. Okay? And the only way we survive is if we adapt. If none of you have read it, there was an article posted, and I reposted it from my site. So if you scroll through there, you'll see one that was posted. Because I think it said spot on. Read that article. It will tell you exactly what Xbox has done right, which is they had to adapt. They had to find the way that best fit their community of players and the best way they could grow going forward. And so far, they haven't missed. As legal has laid out, we have more players. We have more money spending. We have more revenue being brought in than ever before. Yeah, I think Xbox is a long way from being sunsetted. I think Xbox is in a long road, as Asha said, at least 25 years. At least.
Yeah, it's incredible, bro. You cooking today, man. Nah, a lot of stuff you saying, man, is making perfect sense. I was just, like I said, I was blown away at the numbers that I was reading. I was just blown away. And let's don't take away from it, right? I want to put a nail on this. That same article had been updated 5 damn times. That's how critical it was for them to make sure they got the most in-depth information. And they ended it at the end of about February 25th was the last update. So you're looking at a week, 6 days to 7 days, almost, well, 6 days, yeah. That's it. So you're looking at the update of Xbox and
That's
how
a
the
big growth.
numbers. Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
a big growth. That's a big growth as well. That's a big numbers as well, and people don't understand that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, they don't understand that. Anytime you get a 6% jump in something, that's big numbers. Now, okay, 1%, I'll get it. But 6%, 10%,
Yeah.
anything like that, those are big numbers. Any company's gonna want to, that's gonna make a company turn their head like like Xbox brand said. When she came in, right? You're taking over a position, you're becoming the president of something, right? One of the first things they're gonna give you is the numbers. Because you have to look at the charts. You gotta, because that's giving you the map to what you need to work on. Without that roadmap, you don't know. So they have to give it to you. You have to look at it and you say to yourself, why are we low here and why we're high here and why we're high here and low here and what's this and why do we do this? And remember what she said? I'm questioning everything. Like Xbox Brand said, she already has the major experience of marketing and creating something to be a worldwide sensation. And I'm at the point, I'm as far as going to say this. If Asher can't do it, then nobody else can. Nobody else can.
Well, I'll say
She,
this.
she,
Asha has the skill set to do it. She
Yep.
has the talent level. You can't say somebody who helped make a success of Instacart was somebody you wouldn't want to have on your team. Hell no, you'd want that woman. Why? Even if she was just to be a part of the marketing team, you want her. Now you have her in a position of authority.
and Xbox Brand.
And she can just grow everything from that position with that much power.
And Xbox Brand, she ain't from somewhere out of the way. She's right from Microsoft. She comes right out of Core AI. She's right at home.
Yes. You know, and that's another thing. If people would just get away from the AI thing, thinking that it's going to be the worst of everything. And I know people have different varying opinions, but I'm going to tell you something. AI can do a lot of work and make these great games. And now I'll be honest, if you never knew that AI was involved, you probably wouldn't even have a clue.
Right.
And you probably fall in love with that game. And then suddenly when you find out that it's AI, oh, it's slop. Yeah, that game's a slop. Really? Because you loved it before. It's just like everyone loves Skyrim, right? You know that most of that terrain was procedural generation. All the holds are handcrafted, but most of the terrain was all AI generated. They've been doing it for years. They said so.
Right.
But people love Skyrim. Really? That's just AI slop. People love No Man's Sky. It's all procedural generation. It's AI slop, right?
Come on with it.
So tell me what is wrong with AI. She's smart. She has the knowledge of AI. She can use those capabilities, has that power, that strength, and that knowledge. Then she also has a marketing talent. Guys, we are looking at it the wrong way of saying she doesn't have strength in the Xbox industry. She is what the industry needs right now. She is what's going to push forward. We got Matt Booty, who is also called the Assassin. I mean, you saw the guy's emails. He wanted them to outspend PlayStation and just completely wipe them out. The dude's an assassin. The guy is hungry. He wants to grow, and he believes in taking out the enemy. I'm not saying that's the way, but he is aggressive.
It's competitive. He has competitive spirit.
Yes, very.
You need that. You're right. Right.
And then you have Asha, who is going to sit down and say, this is the best way forward. And then she and Matt are going to sit together and say, what should we do to increase brand awareness? What are we going to do? As Matt Booty said, AI is not being the directive. I mean, people were saying, oh, they're just going to make AI games. Well, what did Matt say? We're not being forced to use AI to make games. They're not saying we have to. What they're going to do is AI is going to be used, but it's never going to take the place of the people right now. I wouldn't say never, because again, I think that is the future, but we can create great stories still, and Xbox has a long road ahead of them. There is a great future. I'm telling you right now, I will put money on it that Xbox will not die before I am out of this world. That's just a fact. Right. No matter what they turn into, whether it's a PC system, whether they're, whatever it may be, handhelds, whatever, it could be on your watch or who knows. Whatever they become, Xbox is still going to be around. They are more noticeable than anybody, even PlayStation. Why? Because they're everywhere. Everyone sees it. They may not necessarily say, Game Pass is great, but they see it. But Xbox is everywhere now. Xbox is more noticeable. They're more talked about. Twitter doesn't talk about nothing unless it's about what? Xbox. Why? Because it's a great talking point. Same with Apple. If you want a great talking point, talk about Apple. Talk about how horrible they are. But guess what? You know what Apple does? They sit back and laugh while they're making the billions. That's what Xbox is doing. They don't come out and say, hey, we got to go refute Joe Schmo over there because he said X, Y, Z. They don't come out refuting them. Why? Because you're still talking about them.
Yeah.
If you got them in your mouth, guess what? That's what they wanted.
Free marketing.
Free marketing. That is, they're living rent free, man. Yep. And they're doing it easily by winning the market. People are so angry that they'll still talk about it.
It's hilarious when you start thinking about it. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
I didn't even plan on talking today all that much, and it's like you came out with this fire and this energy, and I was just like, man, we as gamers got to step together and show our passion for what we believe in.
Yeah, and the Xbox community has done that. Yeah. I want the Xbox community to know that it did that. It's doing that. Regardless of what you hear, I was blown away by the numbers, man.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. And there's nobody out here saying it. There's nobody out here saying it for you. You have to literally get on and be a geek on this stuff and want to know about this stuff to find it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I have to applaud each one of the members that are up.
What's up, Ilford? What's up, G-Man?
Each of the people that have come up today, and you guys, I don't know who the feller was that was talking there in the beginning. Yes, I'm a Southerner, so I say things like feller. But the guy who was talking in the beginning was telling us about Asha being in there, and she's taking and showing her direction and what she's going to be doing. I don't remember who that was, but the community members stepping up, talking out, showing their passion for the gaming industry. This is what we need to keep on doing. Show that passion, that energy, keep on building it up, because we are a strong group of players. We are a group of players that love what we do, which is gaming. And we just enjoy sitting there and doing those things that are just so much fun. Whether you have a big gamer score or a low gamer score, it doesn't matter. As long as you're gaming, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
The reason I have a low gamer score is because I played for years. You know what all I played? Fortnite.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You're going to play the multiplayer games.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
I sat there for years just playing Fortnite. You know how many achievements you get out of that game? 0.
I know. Yeah. You don't get around. No, that's true. You don't. The one that stuck out to me was the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 number. It just, when I saw it,
yeah.
All I could do was laugh. 7 million copies. So, bro, we're not even talking about digital. We're talking about the physical copies. I was like, damn. And
everyone's talking about how it's going to be the death of Xbox. Yeah.
Your full cop is dead.
Yeah, because if you get up, you listen to all this buffoonery every day. You just that's what you start to think. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay to understand. Like I tell people, it's okay to understand Phil's strategy, Sarah Bond's strategy towards the end started to decline. We understand. And it's okay to admit that as an Xbox fans. It's okay to admit that. Because at some point in time, all things decline. Your health declines, your age declines, everything declines, right? We expire as human beings. Nothing stays the same, right? Everything has a devalued, start to degrade. That's what I mean. Start to degrade, right? Your vehicles even do it. You gotta keep it maintenance up, right? I like my man. What you gotta love it. My man Ross says. Excuse me if I didn't say your name right, but why does Xbox suck so much, man? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know why it sucks so much, and I don't know why people keep buying it and it's not dead. I don't know, man.
Hey, brother, I'll say this: they suck so much that they're making more money than Sony. So
Fact.
yeah, that's
Facts. That's facts.
I wish that was something like that was, because I'm gonna tell you, if I suck that much, brought it.
Yeah, Ross.
I'm telling you.
No, I mean, it's just
No, I don't mean it to be mean. I'm just saying, bro.
Nah,
If
he
you don't
he
like,
laughing, man.
if you don't like Xbox, which you may or may not, I don't know. But if you don't like Xbox, I'm not saying you should buy an Xbox. I've
Right,
never said that.
right.
But I'm saying that
Buy
I
what
love
you like.
Xbox. And
Buy what you like.
if you play Nintendo or PlayStation, man, all you need to do is just game, bro. Buy your games and play them and enjoy them and have that fun. That's what it's all about, man.
Life, he says, life ain't about money. I agree.
Yeah,
Money
exactly.
ain't gonna bring you happiness, man.
That's a
Money.
fact.
The thing is, man, we need money, right? We need money to survive. We need money to go get our groceries. We need money. As men, we work, right? But money shouldn't be your sole purpose. That's facts. Money, and listen, I've always said this. That's why I've never said these terms. There's some terms that you've never heard the new legal say. I've never said plastic box because I have too much respect for the engineers that create these consoles. I'll never say that, right? You'll never hear me say I own everything and I'm a gamer, because owning everything is not the definition of a gamer. So it's about, like Xbox brand said, it's about playing video games. You don't have to own anything to play video games. You can go down the street to your arcade, go to the mall to your arcade, put your corner in, play it, and go home. You know what you just did? You played a video game. You don't have to own none of this stuff. So it's like, I don't take things that don't define the true essence of gaming, and you don't hear me say those type of things, because I've been out here too long. I respect it too much to talk like that, and to I need to tell you what I own to make you feel less than. Bro, these are just things. And if I die tomorrow or today, they're not putting this stuff in my coffin unless it's upon my request. But guess what? They can open up my coffin if this earth is still here 100 years later. And guess what, Xbox brand panel in the Mighty Chat Pack? When they open up my coffin, guess what's still gonna be in that coffin? Everything they put in it.
Yep.
It ain't going nowhere. So I've always said this. It doesn't matter if you own physical or digital copies. Guess what is true? You don't own neither one of them.
That's a fact.
You've just been told to be programmed that you do. Because in the reality form, none of this stuff is going with you. None of this stuff is going with you.
You're born with nothing, you die with nothing.
Enjoy it while you're here. That's my message. Enjoy gaming while you're here. We do direct gaming to uplift the community.
And one thing I'd like to say is I just was looking at the comments, and we do appreciate every one of you guys coming up, listening to this show, and listening to when Di-RRec comes out, and all the information that you're getting from all the folks that you come to, and the conclusions that you've come to, and you guys bring up comments. So we appreciate every one of you and what you are doing, and you guys are furthering the gaming experience. And remember, always push that more with your friends. Hey, play games. What are you playing, man? What are you doing? Like, and again, it doesn't matter consoles. It just matters, are you playing?
Facts. That old Jet Li DMX movie, Cradle to the Grave, baby. It's Resident Evil Requiem good. It's awesome, dude. Like I said, when I get off of this show, I'm going right back in on my Twitch. I'm playing it. It's ridiculous, man. And it doesn't matter what mode you play it on. It don't matter. Like, since I don't play those type of games, I like to play the story versions. Because I need to get involved into it. The fans, of course, the ones that are in, they're playing it on those high-end dark. They want to turn the lights out, and I get it. I get it. That's Resident Gamer. He'll turn the lights out. He'll put it on different. He's gonna do that. But he told me, you know how to get out of situations. You know what to look for once you've been playing the game for so long. You know them little key little secrets about the game that keeps you going. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't played a Resident Evil game this long to keep me disengaged. I played 2 and 3, didn't beat them, beat 4, 5, and 6. And then didn't play 7, 8. I had other things going on around that time. And I said, I need to get back to it. I've also beat Revelations, the Revelation I beat that one. So it was like, I want to get back into it. So I got back into it. Somebody else said something too. Let me see. Do you think, oh, this is a real man, said, do you think another Big Ten team is winning the Natty again? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I have no idea, but I just know this is going to be a weird year. This is going to be crazy. I'm rooting for Xbox to win something, you know, just the 25th anniversary, but we're used to it. My God is going to be Gears of War E-Day to me, and I haven't even seen the game, but I'm a Gears of War fan.
Yeah,
I know that this
that game
technology
is gonna be big because
it's
of
gonna
money
be
back. Yeah,
this game is gonna be when you thought this is how this game's gonna be. Just when you thought graphics and performance and stuff just couldn't get any better,
yeah.
along came Gears of War E-Day. That's
And
that.
now
Yeah, it looked great. Yeah, it looked great.
Now, I don't think we're going to get any national titles this year for our Xbox. I don't really think a game of the year is something we're going to hit. But what I have to always point out is look at South of Midnight and how many awards they've won.
The
Look at
impact,
About
yeah.
and how many awards it has won across the industry. It doesn't matter necessarily on just the Game Awards, right? The Game Awards is a big deal, but it's a very big publicized event that is run by those influencers, yeah, anyone who's like VG, all the big huge news outlets, they're the ones that run it, right? They're the
That's
ones
a good point.
They're the ones that get a vote, and so they vote on their community members. And we've seen on a general slide, Xbox don't generally get the good community news because, again, it's Xbox. They're the big giant. Nobody really likes them. It's kind of like Apple. Nobody really likes them. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's like Legal said, who's playing the games, right? It's Xbox games. That's who's getting to play those games. It doesn't matter if you're even PlayStation. Most of them are playing Xbox games. Why? Because they love these games and the experiences and the stories. So do I hope there will be a title that we'd be able to say, hey, this could make it in the possible game of the year? I don't think so. I think they did Indiana Jones wrong.
Yeah.
They folded that up, and that should have been in the game of the year running because they had all the information. They'd already played it.
That was crazy.
And
that was crazy.
Yeah. So, but again, I mean, if you're talking about football, Big Ten, I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't know. I took it when you first said the Big Ten. I thought you were talking about the Big Ten title football wise. So I don't, because it could be the Big Ten. So, but I'm gonna kind of rock out here. I gotta get some.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna end it with that. Y'all. Hey, as a matter of fact, before you go, Xbox brand, send us out, man. Send us out, bro. You did a fabulous job today, bro.
Good job,
fabulous job today, man. Seriously. Get us out of here. Get us out of here, man.
Again, we appreciate every one of you for coming in. We thank you for coming and listening and taking that time out of your day to be able to sit here and listen to some guys talk about gaming. Just remember, it's all about what you guys do yourselves. Going out there, turning on your console, sitting down, get that controller in your hand, or whether you're playing at a PC or even with a tablet in your hand, you're playing games and you're showing the world this is what you love to do. Continue to rock it out, show everybody what it's all about. And like I said, I'll see you guys later. You can always find me on Twitter with it's Xbox Brand 101. And like I said, anytime you have any questions or whatever, just send me a DM or whatever, and I'll be more than glad to answer.
Stay right here, Brand. We're almost done. Metropolitan, I don't know where they can find you at, brother.
Well, same place where I've been for the past years. I'll be on Twitter and I'll be on Xbox Gaming, and that's it. So.
Robo, where they can find you at, brother?
Same place, bro. Twitter at Robert HCID. Same place, brother.
I say for Resident Gamer, I'll speak for him. Same place. Check him out on Xbox. He's always playing. Hey, get out of gamer tags if you want. Hey, man, this is the new legal representative, Di-RRec Gaming, and we're out of here. Thanks for the panel today. Thank y'all for tuning in for this great news. Xbox community, keep doing what you're doing. We out of here. Be safe, y'all. Peace. Until next time.
Peace out.
Laters.